Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our Thursday Talk It Out series. So, today we're exploring something that affects many children, teenagers, and adults, and especially those with ADHD or other neurodivergencies. It is called, wait for it, drum roll, rejection sensitivity dysphoria, or RSD, because that's much easier to say. So before we dive in, if you haven't already yet signed up for our newsletter, when you do that, you get a free co-regulation plan to support you and your child. So currently we have the version suitable for around about ages 8 to 11. The older group and the PDA version are currently in development. So hang in there and they will come to you soon. So what is RSD? Rejection sensitivity dysphoria isn't just about being sensitive. It's an intense emotional reaction to the perception of rejection, criticism, or failure. So for somebody with RSD, even small comments or neutral feedback can feel devastating. Now remember, it's the perception. So their perception, not yours, but theirs, is what is important here. So the dysphoria part means it's hard to bear. Those feelings hit fast, they hit hard, and they sometimes lead to outbursts, withdrawals, or even deep shame. So what do we need to be aware of? Why do we even need to be aware of it? What is the point of me even speaking about this? Well, if you want to have that good relationship with your child, it's worth listening to. So I have 4 reasons for you to think about this. The first one is the impact on self-esteem. So a child may start believing that they are not good enough. That will play over in their head, and I bet you there are some adults that have been thinking that since they were very, very young. So it's worth really thinking about that impact on their self-esteem. Number 2 is the relationship you have with them. So friendships or family connections may be strained because a person is always bracing for that rejection. So imagine trying to be friends with somebody or have that good relationship with them when they are constantly just waiting for that moment to be rejected. It's pretty hard stuff. 3, opportunities. So they've got that fear of failure. It may stop them from trying new things. Of course, we want people to try new things all the time. We want them to speak up in class. We want them to be able to advocate for themselves. When they're older, we want them to be able to go for that job or even to go along to that class because that's the hobby they love. You want them to be able to do that. But that fear of failure, that fear of rejection can be really hard and fast, and it's hard to break through it. Then we've got the 4th one, which is the cycle of anxiety. So that constant worry about that rejection. So it can make every day feel like it's overwhelming. And when we understand RSD, we can stop labeling these young people or even ourselves as overreacting or too sensitive. Instead, we see the hidden pain driving this reaction. So it's what is underneath the reaction. That's the important part. It's trying to figure that out is really, really important. So what can we do about it? 1, we can validate those feelings. So incredibly important. Instead of saying, don't be silly, get on with it. Try, I can see this has really hurt you. Validation helps to lower that shame so we can counterbalance that bit of shame. Another one is preparation and plan. So talk about situations where rejection might be felt, like what has happened to you. So as well, think about waiting for feedback, how much you feel, oh, they're going to reject me. They're going to tell me how terrible I am. Imagine what it's like to hand in your schoolwork and you're waiting for somebody to say, was it good enough? Or you're trying out for a team. Are you good enough? You're constantly waiting for that rejection. So preparing for those kind of situations and what you might do in them is fantastic. And it helps to reduce some of that. Think about the co-regulation tools. Think about using calming strategies together, whether that is sensory tools, grounding exercises, breathing exercises, whatever it is. think about what you've got, because it helps to keep that nervous system in check and helping to keep it a bit further down. You need to also model the resilience. So share times when you faced that rejection too. Share how you handled it. This shows it's survivable and part of growth. It's part of normal everyday life. We all go through this. What can we do? How can we deal with it? Share it in a compassionate way with your young person. And of course, you can seek out some support. So seek out therapists, coaching, peer groups. All of these different things can help child and an adult manage their RSD more effectively. Absolutely worthwhile doing. So RSD can feel like that intense emotional weight inside of you, but awareness and support make all that difference. So remember, it's not about overreacting. It's about overwhelming pain. That's what's being felt. It's not an overreaction. So if you'd like some more tools for that emotional regulation, don't forget to sign up for our newsletter for that free co-regulation tool. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you next Thursday for another Talk It Out session.